I don't remember the guy's name, Tyrion Lancaster.
Maybe
Where
I never
there,
watched that show.
where
I think I
there's
watched
this.
like one episode of that show, and it was in like the seventh season or something like that.
I never really watched it either, but there was a great line from it because I was been watching these videos about like how to argue better and things like that. And one of them, they use an example from Game of Thrones where he was in the forest with a companion or whatever, and they were surrounded, and it was very clear that they're about to get their shit fucked up. And so this guy approaches him, and he's basically like, "So, how do you want to die?" Basically, and Tyrion answers along the lines of like, after a well-fed meal and some nice wine and a woman's mouth around my cock. Like, I would love to have someone get like, is there anything else I can do for you? Yeah, maybe a nice meal, a nice wine, and a woman's mouth around my cock. Now that would be original, and I'd be like, touche, good job. But this fucking Powerball shit, come on, come up with something better.
Yeah,
Maybe a winning lottery ticket, or hey, maybe some better, some sunshine or a nice beach.
yeah. It's like Jesus Christ, man. Like that.
Drop a blowjob reference, and I'll be happy.
Yep. Like it would have been a nice change of pace, but it's like, God damn it, come on, man.
Yeah. I mean, every once in a while you get a shining star like that, but those are very few and far between.
Yeah. One of the other things that would annoy me, kind of right along the lines that you were mentioning, is like people that call in frequently and just call for like an update on their call when they haven't been waiting long.
Yes.
I had one lady, I remember this fucking distinctly. Like, she calls in, she starts screaming at me. I've been waiting an hour for service and blah 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 blah. I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. I literally told her like, ma'am, please stop screaming at me. I'll be glad to assist you. Just give me a chance to help you out.
Mm-hmm.
So I found her call. It was placed 10 minutes before that.
Oh my God.
And I'm thinking like, okay, maybe it's another call that was placed in the system because like the first service wasn't available or whatever the fuck have you. No, there was only one fucking call. She'd been waiting 10 minutes.
Jeez,
And I
man.
said, ma'am, this is the estimated time of arrival of the driver. And I see that you've signed up for the text message alerts. So, as soon as the driver is en route to you, they're going to send you a text that not only will let you know that the driver is en route to you, but they're also going to send you a link that you can use to track the driver once they're en route to you as well. And she starts screaming even more. I got things to do. I need to get going. I'm like, oh, for fuck's sakes.
You're right, man. We can stop the world for you. Sorry that we inconvenience you for 10 solid minutes. I don't know what we were
Yeah,
thinking.
I'm sorry. With the amount of money that you pay for your membership, like Jesus Christ, like you're absolutely right. We should have a driver just like follow you around, and as soon as something happens to your car, like we'll take care of it right there. No need to even
How
call us.
how many times were you tempted to do the Randall of like, this woman just came in screaming at me about blah blah blah. Oh yeah, what'd you do? I tore up her membership.
Dude, I wanted to. There were so Dude, there were so many freaking times in there that I wanted to like just go into the computer system and like I had the ability to cancel somebody's uh
Oh shit.
like I had that ability to like go in there and do that, and they would put down like reasons as to why the membership was canceled, like the member is deceased or doesn't want it anymore, doesn't drive anymore, whatever the fuck have you. And I saw one of them was employee abuse.
Really?
I was like, dude, I was fucking like flabbergasted. I'm like, what the fuck? Like that's a goddamn god son of a
You gotta wonder,
like, dude.
what level does it take to get to that point, especially given like some of the stories you've told me and some of the ones that you've shared here. Like,
Oh,
where's that
oh,
line?
I got an answer for that one too.
Oh God.
Yeah,
Oh, so
so
you asked, and they
I
told you?
I pretty much did because there was one meeting where like a team meeting where the supervisor says, what they're gonna do to address this issue is like some of the higher ups and some of the managers are gonna get together and kind of discuss the situation and see what is the limit for our employees for as far as abuse, like how much should they take or whatnot. And in my head, I'm just going, fucking none, you goddamn monsters!
Yeah, seriously.
Jesus Christ!
I understand it's a very high stress situation for the customers involved. I get that.
Yeah, it's high
But
stress for me too, motherfucker.
exactly, it's not like you went out there and fucked them over personally.
Yeah,
You're there to help them. You're supposed to be like their assistants. And if they're gonna shit down your neck, how can they expect to get how can they expect to be respected in return? Like, no, man, you don't. What is the line? Don't bite the hand that feeds.
yeah,
Don't shit where you eat, kind of thing. I don't know. Maybe have some common courtesy and think about that kind of thing.
yeah.
Because as soon as someone starts like swearing at you or like insulting you, I think you should have the grounds to just hang up. I don't care if it's an emergency. I don't care if you're on fire, you're in the middle of a heart attack, and in the middle of the ocean, surrounded by sharks.
Yeah,
I don't care how dire it is. If you're gonna start swearing at me and cursing me out and insulting me, fuck you. You can drown and I don't give a shit.
yeah,
I do not give a shit.
like, dude, this job fucking broke me. Like, in the sense of, like, I didn't get joy out of helping people anymore. I just didn't care about people anymore. And, like, the fact that I was getting screamed at and they were just like, well, it's an emergency situation. I'm like, if it's a fucking emergency, there's 911 for that. Like, this is a different number here.
Seriously.
Like,
But even then, like I get like there's heat of the moment, but even then, like if someone were to call up an emergency dispatch like 911, like and start screaming them out, like that's equally as uncalled for, man. I mean, that's a little different because if someone's trying to kill you or something, like you're not going to be very calm. But at the same time, like why would you attack the person that you're trying to get to help you?
yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know, like, because I've never worked 911 dispatch, but I'd be curious to know, like, how much abuse that they put up with. Because I can't imagine they deal with much abuse because, I mean, unless it's like, you need to get someone out here right the fuck now, like, someone like that. But, like, I don't know. Like, I'm curious because it seems like most of the abuse that happens in customer service is probably from things that aren't necessarily an emergency, because I feel like if it's an emergency, you don't have time to be abusive. Your mind is not in the abusive mode. You are like you're on defensive. You want someone to help you. You need someone to bail you out. You're not looking to attack people. If it's really an emergency, then you would act accordingly, I feel.
Well, not only that, man, but these people, they would get pissed off about me asking questions. Like, simple questions like, okay, where are you located? What's the best phone number to reach you just in case we get disconnected? What car are we looking for? Things like that. And they're like, God, you're asking so many goddamn questions. Just send somebody out. Like, motherfucker, they need to know this information.
Right. I'm just doing my job, man.
Yeah.
You should have that in your system. Well, I fucking don't.
Yeah,
okay?
well, I fucking don't, because maybe you have a different car. Maybe you're in a different location. Maybe
Seriously.
you have a different phone number to reach you. My God,
Fancy
man.
this. I don't have a fucking crystal ball here. I'm not omniscient. I can't tell everything that's going on, man.
You're fucking retarded.
Because if I could, I wouldn't be talking to your dumb ass.
Yeah, like, oh, believe me.
Think about that.
Oh, dude, believe me, if I had won, like, Powerball and I got, like, a significant amount of it, like, after taxes and whatnot, like 200 mil or something like that, oh, yeah, you're damn right. I would have gone right into the call center, just took a dump right on the desk, and just fucking left. Just say, fuck this, I don't need this anymore.
Here's my exit interview.
Yeah, just put a shit on a piece of paper, just, like, slapped it up on the wall in HR. There we go, I quit. See ya. Like, well, that's not...
Oh, man.
I would look at him and just be like, you know what? Get one of your higher ups to do something about it. But good luck with that, though.
So since I was taking shit from people for so long and you guys did nothing about it, here's some of my shit. Deal with this.
Yeah, here's just a fragment of what I got. But yeah, man, holy shit, dude. Like, the job broke me so badly. Like, dude, I don't have any problem, like, talking about this because now it's over. I'm leaving there, whatever have you. Fuck it. And, like, I've been going to therapy for quite some time to try and get better. But, like, dude, I would tell my therapist stories about that. He's like, Jesus Christ, dude, you got to get the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
And, like, if your therapist is saying the shit is fucked up, like, yeah, you got to leave.
Well, I think the thing is, like, and this isn't like a knock on you, but some people can take that kind of thing. Like, it takes a certain kind of person to be able to do that kind of high-stress job, like a 911 dispatcher or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And maybe you're just not cut out for that kind of thing, and that's fine. But, like, if it's causing you that level of stress, then regardless of who you are, like, if it's causing you that much trouble, then yeah, you need to get the fuck out of there because it's never going to get better.
Well, dude, here's the thing, man. Like, it got so bad, I would have fucking panic attacks, like just pulling into the fucking into the parking lot for the call center. Like,
man.
I would sit down and whatnot. I would just start shaking, just going like, here it goes again. Like, is this gonna happen again?
Man, yeah, you're like a fucking abuse victim.
Yeah, dude, it got so bad. Like, I even thought about taking my own life because I was just like, you know what?
Dude.
I don't have any way to get the fuck out of here because, like, I can't do this anymore. And like. So I went on medical leave that first time. I think it was like September of actually last year.
Mm-hmm.
because I just said, like, guys, I can't fucking take this anymore, and you're refusing to fucking do anything about this. This is just fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, and when I came back and whatnot, um, I actually got written up maybe like a month maybe after I came back, something
Really?
like that. Yeah, I think it was like no, this is actually a couple of months actually. Because now that I'm thinking about it, because I actually got written up, um, because I'm back in the call center and whatnot. I have people that are just screaming at me, and I'm doing everything that I can to like not like curse them out and just fucking just lay into the customer calling in on the phone. Like I'm punching myself in the face. I'm just like, I'll put them on mute. I'll just start cursing at them like, yep, you're absolutely right, man. Bing. God, go fuck yourself, you fucking piece of shit. Goddamn fucking fuck. Dude, somebody went to a supervisor and they wrote me up about it.
Because
Like,
you were.
well, you're slamming your fists at your desk and you're cursing out loud, and it's distracting for the other people there. I'm like, well, then fucking do something about this.
Seriously.
Do something. Don't tell me that you care about your fucking employees, and when an employee says like, hey, I have a concern about this, to be like, whatever, it's not our problem.
It's part of the job.
It's part of the job. You just have to be more empathetic. Like, no. Like, if a person is screaming at me, that's my least empathetic moment. Like, I just don't care about this person anymore.
Right. Like, where's the responsibility for them to be empathetic?
Yeah.
For the customer to be empathetic towards you? Because, again, you're just doing your job.
I really wish I had the fucking balls at the time to just look at my supervisor and just go, you know what? You really should be more empathetic to my concerns here.
Seriously. That's not a invalid thing, man. I mean, like... You. Fuck you!
Yeah.
It's fucking companies, man. That's the problem, is they get so big that they just don't give a shit.
No.
They just really don't, because they know, like I said earlier, that, hey, if you don't like it, well, that's fine. We got a line of people just waiting to take your job. So that's fine. There's the door if you don't like it.
Yeah, and like here's the other thing too. Like, when I got written up and whatnot, like I finally kind of snapped a little bit, in the sense of like, I looked at my supervisor and I looked at her. I said, do you know why I was on medical leave for 3 months? She goes, well, no. I said, it was from the stress of this job. I said, I did not like myself. I did not like my job. I did not want to be here anymore. This job has brought me to that point, and I do not care to be alive anymore. The fact that you guys don't fucking care and that you're not doing anything about it just proves my point that I should not be here.
Was this with the good supervisor or
No,
the bad supervisor?
No, this was the bad supervisor.
Oh.
The good supervisor left like maybe like 7 months or so, like less than a year prior to this. But yeah, like I was just like, look, I don't fucking care anymore. And the fact that you guys are just dragging your asses on this, like, this is insulting.
And you would think that after an employee comes to them with something like that, that would be like a wake up call that they need to do something.
Yeah, and like the simple fact of like one of like the last like kind of big insulting things was, I think it was, no, I left for the second one in July, but they sent out an email in like the end of May where it's just like, hey, it's Mental Health Awareness Month. Here's some things you can do to cheer up, like go for a walk or bake some cookies. I'm like, this is fucking insulting.
Yeah.
Like, this is beyond insulting. Don't tell me like, oh, well, we care about our employees and we care about their physical and mental health. Like, oh, great, so you're gonna do something about this issue, or you're gonna have something to kind of help with mental health or anything like that, or well, no, but you guys can wear a football jersey when the football season starts.
Oh, gee. That'll make everything better.
Yeah, like don't fucking tell me that you care about your employees and then do nothing to fucking care for your employees.
That's the problem, man, is all they ever want to do is take all of the responsibility and the onus off of themselves and put it back on you, because that's the easiest thing to do. No. Well, Andy, you got to do this. You've got to find an outlet, and you've got to do this, that, and the other thing, Andy. It's really it's your problem to deal with, because we're not getting this from anyone. And that's, let's take a quick break, because I understand that, it could very well be that you could have been the most vocal person about this issue. And maybe they're like, okay, well, it's just Andy. Like, no one else has a problem with it. But I'd be hard-pressed to believe that no one else was complaining about being abused like that. And even if it was just you, I would think that they should go back and listen to the calls and see like, okay, well, what is this guy talking about? Like, what is concerning him, and what can we do to address it? Even if you are the squeaky wheel, and even if you're the only motherfucker complaining about this, are you telling me they can't do something to try and? I mean,